right, welcome to Bad Idea Metals. So right above the shed on the right, I do plan on putting some solar panels up. This is that long-awaited video. I've got quite an audience on the solar panel repair and the battery creation. So bad weather in the spring, really busy on projects have got me so that I've not prioritized doing this. So I'm gonna get on it today. The battery for it isn't done yet. I have to get on that, and then we'll hook everything up soon. But the panels are going up. We're gonna build a frame, and it's gonna span over this shed right here. We're gonna anchor it on one side, anchor it on the other, down to the ground, and it's gonna make a kind of a roof over the top of that roof. This really isn't gonna be a terribly exciting build, so I may skip ahead to the frame itself being built, and I'll explain what I've got and why I chose what I did. Maybe I'll do a montage of fast-forwarded video of exciting things. Who knows? We'll get there when we do. But my opinion, building stuff, that's just what I have to do, and I don't think you guys all want to see me drilling holes and cutting lumber. So, all right. So here's a highlight right here. What I've got is an old pallet. It's about 12 feet long by about 2.5 feet, 3 feet wide. I think it's 2.5 feet. Regardless, it's about 160 pounds. It's got some really thick blocks on it. It's got 4x6s on them. Anyway, I'm trying to one-man this job today, and I want to make this be the frame, the shelf that the panels go on. But I know I feel like He-Man sometimes, but and those that don't know who He-Man is, he was the strongest man in the universe, you know. So anyway, definitely struggling to get this up here. So I'm running into sliding it is damaging parts of the roof. It's also getting stuck on some of the ribbing, some of the ridges on the roof paneling. So, well, I do have a neighbor cutting the grass. Maybe I can ask for help, but I'm gonna give this a try first. I'm making these little tracks out of 2x4s, kind of like sled rails, and I'm just gonna push it along those. We'll see if that'll help, at least get it around the corner, and then I want it to be further to the left. So anyway, there's a highlight. Running into some troubles that one-manning this is causing. All right, well, it's getting to be end of day. I got the steel beam across the top level by myself. That was hard. That sled I estimate to be 160 pounds. I think I may have already said that once today, but I'm not thinking straight. It's pretty hot. But I got that side up. I'll show you the other side and what I have left to do. I don't think I need to. I've got the cinder block post receivers right here. So I'll do some 4x4s, which will tie in to the overhanging, I don't know what you call it, the base, the shelf, whatever you want to call it. I have a few more cross rails to put in, but that I can do as I'm up there putting the solar panels up. But here's some fun thing. While I was cleaning up in here, there's still a little bit of powder in here, but I decided to filter it and melt what was in there, and I ended up with this little 0.11 gram of gold. So that's roughly worth $5 to $8. Not much, but it was just floating around inside of some of my wastewater from a few weeks ago, and there's still a little bit in there, but it's really fine, and it got past the filter again. So more gold to be recovered, probably about 10% or less than 10% of a gram. So there's the other side of our shelf, of our little sled is what I'm calling it. I don't know what it really would be called, but there's 2 cinder blocks for the feet right here, and we'll lift that up so it's level. So we'll get that up there, coming up here probably tomorrow. But yeah, I'm losing sunlight, and yeah, that's where we're at. All right, so now I'm up on the ladder. I'm just standing up here. I've got this level now, and I'm starting to secure it down. The wood's not in the best shape. I'll have to replace that one board down there, but this is where the panels are going to go, and I'm anchoring in the corners of the posts here. I've got some steel brackets on the other side. Maybe if I remember to do it, I'll show you later. But yeah, we're almost to the point where I can put the panels up, and then it's time to wire it up. All right, in preparation to getting the electronics all set up, I got some wiring that will go from our inverter. I got a 2500 watt. We got our charge controller right over there, and we've got some odds and ends. We got some Y connectors. We got some connectors and extra wiring for the panels themselves. So I believe we're pretty close here. Got myself a breaker, 150 amp breaker for the battery to connect to the main system with. That way it protects ourselves from an overdraw. So this is what we got set up. But really, why I dug all this stuff out already was I need all of my connectors for the solar panels. Whoops. Anyway, I got all my rail mount connectors in this green bag. So let's go ahead and start putting those up on the roof. Okay, well, this chicken scratch is my best at the math. It's not to scale. It needs to be a steeper slope than that. But where I live, summers are rated for about 13 degrees and winters are rated for about 60 degrees declination on the horizon there. So I'm splitting the difference and putting it about a 46 degree, and that's this angle is 46 degree, and I know that it's about 65 inches on the hypotenuse there. So that puts the math at about 46.75 inches tall and about 45.25 inches for the base, or for the length here. So like I said, it's not to scale. It'll be pretty close to right in the middle of 90 degrees. So if I feel like it, I can drop it down just a little bit so that it points a little bit more directly into the sky. But anyway, that's my math. Somebody check that for me and let me know if I'm wrong. Irrelevant to my latitude, the 46 degree. If anything, I can drop it down to 30 degree and just be fine. Okay, let's go ahead. Having never done this before, I'm kind of going by ear here, but I changed the angle yet again. It was just easier to make 45 degree cuts, 45 degree on both the tall legs and the short legs. And I'll show you what I'm planning to when we get up there. All right, so this may actually be the ugliest thing I've ever put together. Don't look too closely at it, but it will function. It holds up. It holds up. That's all that I need it to do. So maybe I'll put one more cross beam down here, right above the shorter leg, so it'll span right there. We'll have to see. Any amount of structural integrity I can give it, the better it'll be, especially in like a windstorm and whatnot. But yeah, it'll work. It's time to put that up there, and we should be good. Now, again, for the record, I had somebody I was telling all about this project, and they were saying, oh, we're in the wrong area for you to be doing 45 degrees. And I get it. If anything, maybe I should have gone down to 35 degrees. But in the winter, that's when I really want the most power out of these batteries, is in the winter. I can always readjust this. A thought I had was maybe to replace the frame here with something that I could adjust during the different seasons. So it could lay down in the summer, and it can stand up like this in the winter. Well, we can get to that point if we desire some changes. It's just 2 solar panels, and it isn't like it's on my roof of my house. It's going to just be right there. So, all right. Well, it's now mounted down to this sled, what I keep calling the sled. It's the frame in which I'm sitting on, and yeah, we're gonna now mount the aluminum rails, one right up here, and one right down there. This guy right here. And then the solar panels, which are now sitting right next to me, one right here and the other right there. We'll go ahead and put them back up. We'll go ahead and put them up, not back up. But anyway, fun stuff. All right, as you can see, I'm losing daylight here, and I've got my two rails on. So I got these rails on, secured. They're level. Just pulling on it to see if I can make it move at all, but I'm not, so that's good. So we'll have to put the panels on tomorrow. I'm getting eaten up by a mosquito here. It's been chasing me for the last 15 minutes. And it's a crafty little guy, so he keeps taking off. But I think I need to head in for the night. I'm gonna secure the panels up here where I'm sitting so they don't slide off the roof. I'm gonna call it quits for tonight, as I am now a meal for multiple mosquitoes. And that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, I hope this camera angle works. I have no idea what you can see. We'll see. You may get the final reveal at the end, and I apologize. Well, there you go. I got two 300-watt solar panels mounted on my shed's roof here, and they're holding. I'm gonna just do a once over on all of these, make sure that they're on. I don't know if you can over tighten these, so maybe shouldn't go a little overboard. Well, they're up. I'm gonna go and I've lost all my sunlight, but not that that matters. It's way off in the west at the moment. So I can't really test very much about these panels at the moment. But we tested them before we put them up, so we know that they're good. They had in the afternoon sun a few days back, one of them was about 40 or 39 volts, and the other one was a little bit higher. I think it was like 41. So that's good. They still work after being in my shed for a year and a half. So the tempered glass is still a little on the flexible side, and I see a few places that I might want to come back and reseal, especially before it starts raining on these guys. Anyway, There we go. All right, so there's our panels from behind, from the underside. It'll act as a small little awning, I guess. Protect a little from the wind and rain that comes through here. Not a whole lot though, to be honest. But let's go ahead and climb up here, and we're going to test the voltage in this failing sun for the evening. And I've got a Y connector that I'm gonna put on here to put them in parallel. So let's go ahead and check this out. I've got my voltmeter, my multimeter right there. And the neighbor's dog is howling to a fire. The neighbor's dog is howling to an emergency vehicle passing by, so it'll be great fun. Okay, let's get up here and see what voltage we have while we still have some sunlight. All right, so we got one set. $30 volt. Oh, it'd help if I wasn't in your way. So we got 30 volts on the left panel. Can't see what I'm doing. There we go. And this side is 32. So both of them are doing well in the evening sun here. Oh man, I'm balancing on the top of a ladder while hanging on underneath here. This is great fun. All right, so we're gonna take and combine these and then check the voltage one last time. We're gonna plug one of them in. We're gonna plug the other one in. And we got our 30.5. Whoop. And we dropped the lead here. So we got 30 volts again with them together, which is great. Which means that they're connected correctly for our application. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it here and I'll drop down to the ground and close out.